As Lexington gears up for another night of protests, a group took a moment to remember the lives lost to racism and police violence. LEX 18 Sophia Millar continues our big story team coverage.
More than 100 people gathered in downtown Lexington to remember the lives lost to police violence.
I fully support the protesters, but I wanted this to be about just honoring the victims and mourning them. You know, I love that they have sparked these protests, but I also want them to know that we love them and we'll miss them forever.
People lit candles and bowed their heads in community prayer.
The Spirit just guided me up on there and just asked and led me to pray and for unity and for peace over the world and after all this chaos is over, that reform happens and change happens and that these black lives that died didn't die in vain.
At one point, everyone took a knee for 8 minutes and 46 seconds in remembrance of George Floyd.
Breonna Taylor was an EMT, an essential worker, and she had dreams and goals just like all of us, and so did George Floyd, and so did Ahmaud Arbery. And so it's important to not just think about how they died, but really the purpose of a vigil is to remember how they lived.
The vigil drew people of all ages and backgrounds. Vicki Brown says it gives her hope.
A few days ago, I thought that the protests were motivated by the notion of accountability, but now I think that people want to grieve together and share their stories and come up with an action plan about how to move forward.
In Lexington, Sophia Millar, LEX 18 News.